were looking for a playoff spot. They had a lot of things against them. They would win the game, but just not how they needed to.
Yeah. So on the 27th, they played the Houston SaberCats. That was a win, 43-36. Player of the game was fly half AJ Alatimo with 13 total points. And just like you said, they got kicked out of playoff contention on, what was it?
That they had a certain set of circumstances that had to happen. They had to win by 8 points. They could not give up 4 tries, and they could not give up any standing points to Houston. So with rugby, with Major League Rugby, it's interesting. If you score 4 tries, regardless of if you win or not, you get a point in the standings. They needed to win by more than 8. You only won by 7. They went into halftime 29-7. You know, that's a good start. You're getting near that try area. You're getting near that bonus point. And then towards the end of the game, I think it was like after the 70th minute, Houston just fought to get those 2 tries and to bring them close. So that's it. There will be no playoffs this year. But if I tell you this, in 2020, it was a season cut short, so hard to argue with that. But they only won, I think, 1 game out of 5.
Yeah.
So 1 for 4, still tough. And then last year they were 4-12. I would say this is improvement, and I would take some victory out of this, right? You know, you turn it around. You're fighting for a playoff spot at least into the second to last week of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider that somewhat of a victory. I don't know how you would perceive that, but they fought it, and I think they'll have a better go around it next year. But compared to the last 2 years, I think this is a solid turnaround.
Yeah, improvement is always good. So I think you can consider that, even though it's not really a win.
Partial.
Yeah. So their record would sit at 8-7. Standing would be 5th in the Western Conference with 41 points. And looking ahead, they play the LA Guiltinis at 3 p.m. on June 5th. And this is a first in the Western Conference team, 11-4 with 54 points. So hopefully they have enough in them still to
play some spoiler. I know that I think LA sits at the top of the West by a slim margin.
Oh.
So if the Seawolves could play some spoiler and help some seeding, I mean, I think the 3 teams in the playoffs are locked in now.
Yeah.
But you could play some spoiler. You know, you could ruin some seasons, which is always fun.
Fun.
So
yeah.
well, not ruin some seasons, but make it a difficult road to traverse. So